Thank you for staying with us on World Now. Let's bring you an update from Lagos, where the Commissioner for Information is there addressing the media on the situation.
We are taking samples now at the state government level, and very soon you'll see them, so that anybody who is wants to behave the way you should behave in a city like Lagos, proud of the city, you should be able to use those public toilets and not to just do it wherever you find yourself. Thank you.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, at this point, I would like to invite the special advisor to the Lagos State Governor on Health, Dr. Mrs. Kemi Oguyemi, to please speak to the discussion we've been having. Let's put our hands together, please.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm not really going to reiterate what everybody has said so eloquently. I mean, we're doing our very best, but I do want to point out something that it's not peculiar to Lagos, definitely not peculiar to Nigeria. If you've been following the news, WHO has also said that there's some other countries that have had an increase in this outbreak. So it's kind of like global. It's not just us, it's the rainy season, it's the climate change, it's everything. And Lagos City is doing everything possible. We've got the right people in the right places, working day and night over the weekend, going to the marketplaces, going to churches, going to mosques, going to, obviously, schools, inspecting, checking, sampling, doing all sorts of things just to keep us safe. And so, like the environment team have said, we are responsible for our own behavior and our neighbors' behavior. So if you see something that is wrong, if you see, just speak up about it, because you're protecting yourself, you're protecting your children, you're protecting your family. Just let them know that this is wrong. There's an outbreak of cholera. It's coming down. We do not want to see it go up again. And we're handling it, honestly, in a very, very good way. We are, satisfied that so far, so good, because we predicted the increase. It's coming down. We do not want it to go back up. I don't want to go on and on about everything that has been said. We are going on media. Some of you already said, oh, I saw you on TV. I heard your voice and all that. We'll continue doing it, because the more you say something, the more that people will hear and understand that this is for real. It's unfortunate that we've got deaths. We commiserate with the people who have lost loved ones. It is not easy. We really, really feel for them. But we want to prevent that from happening. And we've started off now, like Commissioner said, we didn't have any deaths yesterday. Let's keep it that way. And every single person, I'll repeat, every single person sitting here, all the cameramen, all the people that work for you, just continue to tell them, have you washed your hand? Have you washed your hand? All those food sellers on the side, which water, where did they get their water from? Don't just drink water anyhow. Yes, it's hot and you're thirsty. Watch what you ingest. Food, water, beverage, it really doesn't matter. Once it's contaminated and it gets into your mouth, you may get, and I said may get cholera. So thank you very much.
So before we end this press briefing,
Briefing there in Lagos on the cholera outbreak, the Commissioner for Information, Gbenga Omotosho, Commissioner for Health, Akin Abayomi, and the Special Advisor to the Governor on Health, Kemi Oguyemi, there addressing the press about what the state government is doing to mitigate further spread of the infection. So we continue. At least 22 persons have been killed after a massive factory fire with several lithium batteries exploded in South Korea. Footages showed large smoke clouds and small explosions going off as firefighters battled to put out the fire. South Korea is a leading producer of lithium batteries, which are used in many items from electric vehicles to laptops. About 8 other persons were injured in the fire. The RSL factory housed an estimated 35,000 battery cells on its second floor, where the batteries were inspected and packaged. The cause of the fire is yet to be identified. In the United Kingdom, firefighters are at the scene of a blaze at an industrial estate near Paisley in Renfrewshire. The Emergency services were called to the Enva electronic waste facility on Sunday after residents reported hearing loud explosions. A large plume of smoke could be seen drifting from the site northward towards Glasgow. The Scottish Fire and Rescue Service earlier told people to avoid the area, but have now said it is now safe for nearby residents to go outdoors or to leave their windows and doors open. The industrial area is less than 4 miles from Glasgow Airport. The fire broke out at the Enva electronic waste facility within the industrial estate. Still in the United Kingdom, flights at the Manchester Airport have resumed after a power cut caused a day of chaos. Up to 90,000 passengers were affected as flights were cancelled and scheduled arrivals diverted. Check-in and departures at Terminals 1 and 2 have now fully restarted. The airport announced this in an update. Officials said further disruption is not expected on Monday, and they are working to reschedule cancelled flights and reunite passengers without their bags. Airport Managing Director Chris Woodroofe said a fault with the cable had caused a power surge that took down security systems and baggage screening.
Before boarding, we were told that we're not boarding now and it's fully cancelled and there'll be nothing leaving here to go to Turkey.
You've got to make the best of a bad situation. It's not the airline's fault, it's not the Manchester Airport's fault, it's no one's fault, it's just one of them freaky things that happen.
Now to this rather sad news. Pirates of the Caribbean actor Tamayo Perry has died after being attacked by a shark while surfing in Hawaii. Honolulu's emergency services confirmed in a press conference that the 49-year-old died on Sunday afternoon after emergency services were called to Malikahana Beach at around 1 p.m. local time. But Mr. Perry, who was also a lifeguard, was pronounced dead by paramedics after being brought to shore by jet ski. Tamayo Perry portrayed one of the buccaneers in Pirates of the Caribbean. On Stranger Tides, the fourth film in the franchise, the 2011 film, which follows Johnny Depp as eccentric pirate Captain Jack Sparrow, also stars Penelope Cruz and Jeffrey Rush. Mr. Perry also had roles in Lost, Hawaii Five-0, Blue Crush, and Charlie's Angels 2, and appeared in a Coca-Cola advert.
Lifeguard loved by all. Tamayo's personality was infectious, and as much as people loved him, he loved everyone else more.
As you can imagine, this is a very extremely difficult time for all of us, and I ask for your kindness and your patience as we all just try to get through this just next hour into these next weeks and months.